Here is the ask. Where do I go for the best gin selection in New York City? I know a place. I'm Amanda Gabrielle. 13 years of drinking, writing, and hunting the world's best bars has taught me one thing. I know where you should be drinking. Let's get to it. We're here at Ivory Peacock, which has more than 1,200 bottles of gin from around the world. That is the most robust collection in New York City. They do gin flights. They do all kinds of excellent gin cocktails here. And they have this thing called the Gin Bible. And it is basically your gateway to trying all of these amazing expressions of the spirit from around the world. Looking through all of these gins, there are a lot that I know, and there are a lot that I don't know. And that is what is so cool if you are a gin lover and you like to explore different expressions that have all of these different botanicals from around the world. Because, well, the one thing that's really cool about gin, or that can be really cool about gin, is that there's a sense of terroir. If you're from this part of the world and this flower is very prevalent, maybe that might go into your gin, or a certain berry. So what's really cool about Ivory Peacock is you can find your new favorite expression, and the staff here is here to help you do that because they're extremely knowledgeable on the subject. So I think we definitely want to do a gin and tonic service. We want to do the Alaska. And then I would love a recommendation of a gin to try that I probably haven't had before. This is a gin I've never had before. This comes from Wonderbird Spirits in Mississippi, and they actually use rice as the base, which is what the bartender was saying. Whoa. That makes a really good gin and tonic. This is an Alaska. This is one of my favorite martini variations. You don't see it on the menu very often. A good bartender is going to know how to make an Alaska for you, but I love that it's actually on the menu at Ivory Peacock. And it's gin, yellow chartreuse, and orange bitters, garnished with an orange peel. And when the bartender expressed that orange peel, it sent orange oil like all into the air. It's all I can smell right now. It's absolutely incredible. That is ice cold and absolutely delicious. You can try a bunch of different gins from one single distillery. So first we tried Wonderbird Spirits unaged regular gin. This gin has actually been rested in bourbon barrels for almost 300 days. So you probably can't tell on camera because it's dark on here, but it actually gives it this kind of straw color from the wood. It's so interesting to me how much the bourbon barrel, how much like fruit it actually adds. And this is already a really robust, really flavorful gin. The wood kind of mellows out certain notes like juniper, and really, really kicks up some of the fruitier notes. It's really, really good. One of the coolest things about Ivory Peacock that you're really not gonna find anywhere else in the city is that they do a gin flight. So for about $100, you get to taste 6 different gins, and this flight changes seasonally. So right now it's their spring 2026 flight. There's a gin on there from Kentucky, from New York State. Hendrick's Midsummer Gin from Scotland is on here. And then there's also a gin from Holland. So it's really, really cool. You get to taste 6 different expressions from very, very different places around the world. And they give you all of the tasting notes right there on the menu. So you can kind of, have your own journey and go down your own rabbit hole of what makes all of these gins so different from one another. For gin lovers in New York City, there is no better place to drink than the Ivory Peacock. They have more than 1,200 gins from around the world, and all of them are different. That's what's so cool. Their staff is going to guide you. They're going to tell you what to drink based on what you like. The food's incredible. It is always popping in there, as you probably saw and heard. I just love this spot. There is no better place to get your gin and tonic and your martinis. If you want to have your gin and drink it too, you should like and subscribe.